Good morning and happy Friday. Hope you're going to have a great weekend. We are in Hebrews chapter 11, and we are thinking about faith. This passage is sometimes referred to as the Hall of Faith or the Hall of Fame of Faith. That's not official. That's just how some people think about it. It's got a list of people who are not rock stars in the sense that we often think of them, that they're these amazing people. The Bible doesn't really point to amazing people other than Jesus. The people in the books come off as being very broken and flawed and fallen, but these are people who did put their trust in God. So we're looking at faith because this is the chapter, and faith is important to a Christian. We're saved by grace through faith. Without faith, it's impossible to please God. The just will live by faith. And so we need to understand it. Hebrews 11 opens with a definition of faith. It says faith is the assurance of things hoped for, the conviction of things not seen. And so yesterday I said, we need to understand that faith is not believing in things that we know are not true. And I said this because there are people who suggest as much. And I said, no, it's not that at all. Look, I talked a little bit about sources of authority and how epistemology and how we know what we know, and noted that sometimes we can't always reconcile our faith in God with what we are seeing or what we're reading or whatever. I believe that in the end it will all be reconciled, that God has revealed things through both natural and supernatural means, and when we rightly understand both, we will see there's no distinction. But I'm saying we're not expected to believe things that we know are not true. Second thing I need to say about faith is that it's not magic. It's not being told that 2 + 2 = 4, but if you have enough faith, it can equal 5. And I say this because there are people who talk like this. They suggest that we should have faith in faith, that there's merit in faith alone, sort of our willpower, our ability to change things. If we just believe it intensely enough. And look, no, that's not at all what we're talking about in terms of biblical faith. Biblical faith, our faith is only as good as the object into which we invest it. We can believe that a bridge is going to support our weight. But if the bridge isn't going to support our weight, our belief doesn't change reality. I can believe that if I jump out of this window behind me, I'm on the second floor, that I could flap my arms and fly, okay? My belief doesn't change the reality on the ground. And so today, people often want to defer to sincerity. If somebody believes something sincerely enough, then to question that is considered wrong, scandalous, horrific. And so I just want to say, no, that's not the way we come at this at all. Biblical faith, the way that faith is used is talking about trusting something that is trustworthy. So illustration I've used before, I got it from Tim Stafford. He says, imagine there's a jar that's got jelly beans in it. And you take a guess as to, first of all, you ask the students in the class how many jelly beans they think are in this jar. And then you ask them also what their favorite song is. And you write down everybody's answer. Then you count the number of jelly beans in the jar. You say, okay, it turns out that there's 432. And so you look and you see who was closest to 432, and you say, okay, you won. Then you say, okay, so the answer to the favorite song should be, and you list a song, whatever that song is going to be, a Christian song or the Beatles song, whatever you're going to say. You go, that's the right answer for that. Who got the right answer? Well, everybody would protest, and they go, well, you can't say that. You can't say what the favorite song is supposed to be. Everybody gets their own choice. Okay. Well, then Stafford said, so then when it comes to faith, which is it most like? Is it like the number of jelly beans in the jar, or is it like the favorite song? And 30 years ago, everybody would have said jelly beans. Today, most people would say it's like your favorite song. So I want to say no. No, the Christian faith, I'm using it in a slightly different way there, the Christian religion is based on a historical claim. It's either true or it's not. Our faith is based on the person and work of Jesus Christ, his death on the cross, his resurrection. If those things are not true, then the Christian faith is not true. So faith is not willpower. It's not magic. We'll keep talking about what faith is not when we start again next week. Have a great weekend.